Yo, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Bear with me here. I'm just actually logging in. So here to give you guys pretty much any Q&As that you guys might have towards Alliance Team Battle tomorrow. I know we have a timer on right now. What up, bro? So any questions you guys might have? You guys have any concerns, any doubts? Any plans in terms of like how you're gonna attack this? Good, bro. Just chilling, trying to give you guys a little bit of help till tomorrow. Because I mean, if we look at it, we got how much time left? This is a 7-day event, as most of you know. If you guys have been part of the first one, ISE I think placed first. Mythic I think was second maybe. So big shout out to those guys. But there's a vote going on, and you've got 4 hours and 37 minutes to complete the vote. This is my personal vote here, so I can actually do some work for you guys at nighttime, because I'm babysitting my baby all week because I took time off. My wife has gone back to work. So, yeah, so any questions you guys have, I'm going to be pretty much covering anything you guys throw at me here. I'll do my best to answer them the best of my knowledge and abilities. Tomorrow will be a huge day because we'll actually find out the link bonuses on a lot of these characters. A lot of them I think we already do know from the previous one, unless they've changed them in any way. But yeah, everyone should be starting with these SRs. So shoot questions. Good, bro. Good. Thank you for asking. And guys, yeah, like, anybody have a plan? Anyone know like what's your alliance doing? Someone want to shoot some strategies over? Let's talk some shop here. Because with ISC right now, what we're doing is we're going to be going probably Toby first or Sasori, one of the two. And then gonna go down the list, essentially killing every single SR. Yeah, we're not touching him actually. He's not even gonna be a factor in this for ISC personally. Yo, Marcos, what's going on, bro? Thank you for being a member, man. I appreciate that. That's actually a really cool thing. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, SRs gotta go first. SRs have got to go first, and the biggest thing with the SRs, guys, is keep in mind link bonuses are going to make the URs hit really hard. I've been actually talking to a lot of new players, and a lot of new players have been saying, oh, you know what, we're going to go and do URs first because we want the fragments. But I keep trying to reiterate, like, for 7 days straight, you're not going to get enough fragments to matter if you're just fighting a UR because you're not going to down them. So 100% make sure you guys are focusing on the SRs first. Like, again, the kill order, if we go back in a second, I'm just going to quickly use my stamina here. As you guys see, I have quite a bit. Trying to get this bad boy up. Now this here, if you guys have him, start building him, because this man right here is going to be one of the biggest deals in this entire event. And if you guys don't know why, his kit is literally built for FG and for ATB, specifically ATB, because of this. Like, look at this. He boosts all allies attack by if there are more undefeated allies than enemies. It's always 9 against 1, so you're always going to have that damage increase up there, the attack increase. He does more damage if the target's HP is 50% or above. Chances are that's going to happen quite often in ATB. So this guy is going to be hitting like a truck. Not to mention, he also has the attack boost here for all A Shinobi, which you're going to be probably using quite a bit of. So his S2's got to go off. And then, of course, his trait here offers damage increase rate for the entire cell. So make sure if you're going to use them, you toss them in with one of your hardest hitting cells. So most likely your co-op cells. So that's going to be a big one for you guys. So make sure if you guys are planning to use him, you use it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Who should you take out first? So that's a great question, Escape. So the question is old data? Okay, let me start from the beginning here. Thoughts on taking down Kisame first? Yeah, Kisame is great because he actually does defense. Sorry, Caleb. Kisame's first because you can take him out first because he has defense link bonus, so that'll make everyone else a little more squishy. So that's definitely a good option. Make sure when you fight Kisame, though, that you have a lot of good T units. Like, new Boruto's fantastic. Yeah, Sasuke Kirin, somebody asked. It's also a great character to use. Hey, Koran. Yeah, so make sure you... so Fatu, yeah, your question, definitely Kirin's fantastic, especially if you're going to be fighting some of the D units in the SR categories. So definitely use them. Let's see here. I started yesterday. Is it better to wait for a new server to start playing? Not me again. We just literally opened up server 24 and 25. I say we like I actually play part of the team. But yeah, the game actually opened up 24 and 25. So I highly recommend jumping on there. The average power there is roughly about 30 to about 100k right now. So you're not too far behind. So definitely if you're going to start 24 or 25, unless it's full already, which could very well happen. Ethan, I already answered your question. Absolutely. Definitely take out Kisame for defense. Again, Sasori does give attack. So if you guys are a brand new alliance, attack might be better off just so you don't die. But SRs don't hit that hard. So Kisame is a great first option for sure. Is old Datara worth taking to 5 stars? Depends how close you are. So he really shines at the 4-star level, to be honest with you. Because of his trait. 5 star is not necessary because it doesn't really do much for him. He's not a damage dealer. So Datara you can keep at 4. It'll just give him a little bit of a stat boost and it'll give him a little more damage output. But again, he's not a damage dealer, so it really doesn't make much of a difference. So answering your question about Datara 5 star, I would say save your resources on the newer characters. Use him for his crit bonus, but don't go any further than that. Alright, sorry guys, one sec here. Just quickly go back. What else we got here? So who should take out first? I'm going to go for SR then Payne. Yeah, so here's the thing. Marvin, if you're going to go after Payne, I would highly not recommend that. Specifically because unless you're looking for like some fragments or weapon bonuses, then maybe. But I don't think it's worth it because he's not worth the 27 million HP that he has. You're better off going after someone like the brand new Itachi. So that would be my recommendation. Yo, Striker, what's going on, buddy? Let's head on Toby. Yeah, Toby's a great first star for Tui. That's not a bad one. That's and SR Sasori. Those are 2 very good choices. Let's see what else I got here. Yo, Dio. Yeah, the Karen 4 stars is highly recommended. Kisame, Sasori, Toby, a good order to take. Yeah, Astro, you can go in that order. Thank you, Six. I appreciate it, bro. On both ends, thank you. Yeah, definitely Astro. You should definitely look into perhaps that's a really good order actually. So the only thing I don't know about is what Toby provides, right? So you could either put Toby first if it's, let's say, damage reduction rate down versus defense, which will actually serve you better to kill him first. He also has lower HP, so it could be Toby Sasori Kisame or Kisame Sasori Toby. So definitely a really good order either way. Who are you going to go after? After Itachi, we're going to go for base Datara. Just standard OG Datara, only because of the fact that he's easy to kill. So for the UR frags in the HP section and the percentage section, we want to get that going as much as possible. So ISC is essentially killing all SRs first, then Itachi, and then we're going to go after probably old school Datara. It all depends. We're probably going to branch out and have a few people hit other characters just for the weapon fragments to get LB2s. That's kind of the goal. Links the last time. I'm afraid of Toby's. Yeah, Shan, that's a good point. The thing is, if you can stun lock Toby, and remember, you guys can reset this, right? So definitely reset if you're having a rough go, because it's the same as FG or anything else. You guys can just reset and just stun lock him. Honestly, like his AOE won't be that bad, and plus his AOE hits harder on D units, and because he's a T unit, you're not gonna have many D units in there anyways. So I don't think Toby's power creep is gonna really affect you guys too much unless your power's in the range of like 250k. If you're above that, you should be okay. Oh no, Fatu at 3 stars, it's hard. So it depends what his power is. Like at 3 stars, you're missing out a pretty big chunk of damage because you don't have his trait at 4 stars. You can try him. He wouldn't be bad, but I mean, I would recommend other units. So I'll go through the units I recommend you guys to use. Yo, what's going on, Mast? Okay, let's go on. Sorry, both T units. Yeah, exactly. Start D units that are good. Yeah, you don't have to worry about D units. D units are going to be nothing in this. It's mostly A and T. Yo, Karma, what's going on, brother? Yeah, no worries, man. This is just a Q&A session. I'm just trying to help people out. So here we go, guys. I'll show you guys what my team is going to look like real quick. We'll just kind of make it together. So let's just say we're fighting Sasori, right? Ideally what you want to do is you want to have something like this kind of set up. So Sasori, I'm going to put in... Now, highly recommended, guys, get Sai in there. If you guys have Sai and you've been working on him, if you got his LB2, he's going to make this a lot easier and he's going to make you hit a lot harder, right? So definitely put him in there. Now, someone like Sasori who's a T or Toby, you want to get your A units in there. So the first person I'm going to toss in there, I'm probably going to do Haku, because I want his... Where's my Haku? Sorry, one sec here. Haku. Oh, you're already in here probably, that's why. One sec, guys. Let's see. Going by power. Haku's power's not that bad. There we go. He's pretty low for me, but I only use him for his strictly for his skill 2. So the reason why I want to put Haku first is because he's actually going to raise attack for all A units with his skill 2 by 20-something%. So we'll go through this together. Take these two guys out. They're going to be in your spirit lineup, who are going to do a ton of damage. You can even add the brand new Boruto if you have him in there. Even T to T, he does enough buffs to give it to you to make him useful. You can add in Naruto UR if you're an old school player and you have him. He still does decent damage. Some people will add Neji. He'll do good. Rock Lee is okay. I wouldn't really recommend him. He's kind of fallen off quite a bit. But so start off with Haku. I would probably put in maybe the new Itachi just to give this lineup a little bit of firepower, or Datara. Now the reason why you want Datara in here is because he's going to be doing a ton of crit damage for you, right? So adding in there is not a bad idea. And again, like I said, if you want to add an old school person, you can add in Naruto in there. You can throw in somebody else, but Kiba is another really good choice, guys. So if you guys have, if you're a brand new player and you have his instant jutsu, Kiba is going to do fantastic work for you in this event, because you can do 2 jutsus off of him back to back after he gets his next turn, right? So another really good option is going to be the brand new Sasuke. If you guys have him, toss him in there as well too. He'll do really good damage for you as well too. But for now, what I might end up doing is I might end up putting in I'm going to try either Naruto, the brand new one, or I'm going to try putting Boruto in here. Now if you put Boruto in here, you want to make sure you do this instead. So here we go. And the reason why I'm going to put Boruto in here is because I want to test the new Naruto's damage to see if he actually does more than Boruto, because my Boruto hits really, really hard. So it would look like this. So the reason why you'd set up this way is you'd go Boruto for his skill 2 attack for the whole cell. That way they have their attack up, and then you can stack it with Haku's attack up on his skill 2, and then Datara will provide you the crit damage with his trait and the crit rate when he does his jutsu. So that would kind of look like that. The next lineup here is going to be the heavy hitting lineup. Now this is where I want to test brand new Naruto, because he gives his cell quite a bit. Here we go. Put it like this, and then you put in Hebi and Kakashi right there, and then down here, actually, you know what? I'm going to take Datara out. I just forgot about this. I got CM2. There you go. That's kind of what that cell will look like, because he has attack up as well too, as long as you're faster than the opponent. So that's what that cell is going to look like. This cell down here is going to look a little different. It's going to go Sai. Jiraiya you definitely want to keep. If you don't have Jiraiya, guys, you can put Blossom in here to give you the tribe gauge up as well. Highly recommend using Jiraiya though. If you have him, he'll give you your extra the extra boost you need to get the extra damage in there. Now here you can add in Datara if you want. I'm going to try him to see how much damage he does, but he's an AoE 140%, so he's going to be hitting like some of the older guys, right? Ideally you want to have someone like the new Boruto in here, so I might toss him in here right here just to see how much damage he can pull off. And remember, T units get more chakra, so he's going to benefit being down here because he'll have instant jutsu anyways from Sai. So that's what the team might look like, just to try it out, just to test it. And then from there, we're going to keep moving up and seeing how much more damage we can do. Like, I have this team here who does way more power, but this team is just way more efficient. So we're going to test this team out to see how it does. Sorry, I'm going to go back here and answer some questions. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of just babbling away here. Hey, Adib, what's going on, bro? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the membership, man. Appreciate it. Okay, how could I, let's go back to the questions here. IQ Jason, how could I level up faster? Okay, so watch my beginner's guide. It'll tell you exactly how to level up faster. The best way to do it is 3 times stamina regen, and make sure you log in 4 times for the stamina bonuses. And what you'll see stamina bonus on top of your stamina bar. Just click that button. It gives you 60 stamina each time. So IQ Jason, make sure you don't miss that. That's the quickest way to do it, especially after 51, because your double EXP is gone, right? So keep that in mind. Yeah, Gautam's gonna carry you. I love Gautam. He's a great guy. So big ups to Server 9 and Leonardo. If you're part of that alliance, I have mad love for those guys. So that's amazing. I like Pi. Good, bro. I've been really good. Just trying my best here to set it up, get you guys set up here for it. Striker. So let's see your team. Default 5-star. Sasuke Hebi. You are okay. So Datara, Sasuke Hebi. I mean, Konohamaru is not the greatest option. If you have Kiba, toss in Kiba instead. How do you find the link bonuses? Oh, so tomorrow, Leonardo, when the bonus is when the actual stage is open, you can actually see the link bonuses, and they'll show you every single one of them. Yo, what's going on, Mr. Man, my dude? How you doing? Sorry, guys, one sec here. All right, answering a text message. Yeah, Sai's only good at 6 stars. I mean, like, he's decent because he gives an attack. He doesn't attack up with his trait, but I mean, you can find way better options. So definitely don't use him before that. Striker, you definitely don't want Boruto in energy. You want him up in force, or you want him up in spirit, because he hits hard and he scales off of those bonuses. So definitely use that. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just going through the questions here. Will ISC be going for the new data at all? We might be going for new data. We're still deciding to see how well we do on Itachi. If we do well enough on Itachi, then we definitely will start going after the old data first, because we can take him out in a day and a half maybe, and then probably focus all firepower on just brand new URs to get their weapons, to get LB2s. So yeah, in terms of ISC, I think our plan is all SRs, criminal Itachi until he's dead, old school data until he's dead, and then that's a free-for-all at that point, just for people to get frags. Because remember, when you complete this, the way it's going to look for you is you're going to get 1 to 3 weapon frags, 1 to 3 regular, like, actual fragments for the character. You're going to get Ryo and other things along with it. So it all depends on what you're looking for. So one sec here, guys. Sorry. Let's keep going here. Later, Karma. Adam, thanks again, bro, for joining. Appreciate it. Mr. Man, thank you for answering questions, man. It's always good to have that. My team looks OP. My team's okay. Honestly, like, I don't... Hey, Retainer. I don't... EX Fusion, I don't really level up these characters because they do perfectly fine in FG. I could probably be about 725k power now, but I'm so busy focusing resources on showcasing for you guys that I don't focus on my main team at all. But as it shows here, 562k power can do better than 660k power easily, or 667, whatever the k power was I had on Team 6. Because if we look at it, it's just team building matters so much, right? So these characters are great in certain aspects, but the extra 100k is going to be better, so much better in this area here. Now I'm building Naruto up to do my showcase for you guys tomorrow. So I'm hopefully to get him to 90, and then LB2 him as well too. Not LB2, sorry. At least get him to 6 stars, and eventually LB2 him. But yeah, like, these 2 new characters are going to make a massive difference. Saya will make a massive difference. Haku is huge. So definitely, guys, try to get some of these characters if you have them up. Not necessarily just for this event, but upcoming future events. Because the way I'm seeing it is we're probably going to see another Akatsuki version 3 with the brand new Kisame when he comes out, with brand new Conan when she comes out, and then if they bring out a brand new Kakazu or Pain, like, we're probably going to see another version of this. So get your guys ready, essentially, to take advantage of that. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, the rewards are really good. So if you guys haven't seen the rewards before and you're new to this, I think first place gets 2,000 Shino coins. I think it's like 5 to 8 awakening orbs, which you can only get through purchasing a blessing once or being an S tier NWT. You also get UR fragments, and you get yourself a nifty little frame, a rainbow frame ISC has there. So definitely guys, aim to go hard on this. While doing campaign, I see one of my guys has fire around the character icon. That probably means they're burnt. I'm assuming it's a debuff. Interesting question, Son Goku. I'm gonna let you think about that one yourself, bro. No, Gaara is horrible. Don't ever bring Gaara to ATB. He brings nothing to the team for you. Yeah, Striker, Konohamaru doesn't bring anything. He's a T unit in a D unit's. He's a D unit in a T unit's body. It's just not worth it. So I wouldn't even worry about bringing him in. So 18 is what is that? That's 6 p.m. So it'll be 18. I think 18 is 6 p.m. Is it not? 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 6 p.m. So it would be 3 more hours after that. So 9 p.m. So Preacher would be 9 p.m. 9 to 11 is what the time frame for that is. Yeah. Why are you promoting Harrison on here? Yeah, thank you, Astro. That's exactly it. 7 Awakening Orbs and 30 UR frags if you win. Yep, that's first place for sure. And last time what happened was they messed up because people were jumping alliances, so they doubled it. Yeah, Karma, you could just click on the any of the videos, and there's an actual join button, and you can actually join from there and just pick the package you want, and shoot me a DM. I have my DM info there, and I can add you into the Discord. So Fatui, you don't need defense on this, right? So you actually want to make sure that you use as much offense as possible because you only have 7 turns, right? So the goal here isn't to survive, the goal here is to kill. So that's why you want stunners. You don't need defense if you can stun. So you want to try to build a team with a lot of stunners. Shiny and I are talking about it already. We might be doing something during Christmas time, so we'll see. Let's see, who else? Is SMJ, Marvin, is SMJ good versus Sasori now, bro? I mean, what Sasori are you talking about? The old Sasori or the new Sasori? Yeah, so not me again. It doesn't convert. Browser and mobile are 2 different things. So when you use BlueStacks, browser is BlueStacks. It continues using your browser one. Sorry, browser is on its own. BlueStacks uses your mobile. So all your Shino coins will be in your mobile if you buy it from there. And the browser one is separate. It uses a completely different currency called gold coins, so they don't transfer. All right, so we gotta remember that. So make sure you know where you're buying it from. Yeah, what's going on, Soul? Yeah, Astro. If they mess up again, we'll probably never see it again. Yeah, Shan, they actually are really good for support. So tomorrow, so essentially, this is like I said in my video, this is a cracked out FG with just two more turns. So if you use Tamari and 1010 in your current FG lineup for attack bonus and their buffs, absolutely keep it up, because if you don't have anything else, they're gonna do really well. Isai a must in the team? Yes, he is. Only if you have him as 6-star and LB2. No, so it's not redundant, because Sai gives everybody chakra every turn, even when he's not there. And Jiraiya only gives you chakra the one time to himself. No, trust me, because here's the thing. So with Sai, what he does is whenever you get on the field, even if he's not on the team or on the active allies list, he gives everybody chakra. So anyone that has 5k vitality, the 5k plus vitality, gets instant Jitsu second turn. So if you look at my lineup, for example, Hebi there, you are Hebi on the second, the Spirit Cell will get instant Jitsu. He normally doesn't, but Sai pushes him there. So definitely look at that. And that's how you want to look. That's how you want to build Sai. Sai is there to give all the 5k pluses instant Jitsus, essentially. They all become Kakashis, like mini Kakashis. Is the new Naruto SR a good unit, Sanjit? Yeah, he's incredible. I was just talking about him. He's going to be one of the prime main hitters in this for sure. So definitely use Naruto if you have him. Build him up. What else? Yeah, you're right, Fatui. Like it is interesting that a lot of people who are joining will not. They should participate. Like they really should. It is worth doing it anyways. Why would you use Jiraiya? Because of here's the thing with Jiraiya, WTH. Jiraiya gives tri bonus, right? So if you use Jiraiya in energy, you can do 2 co-ops in the 7th turn rather than just 1 co-op. right? So that means way more damage by doing 2 co-ops. He's not there for chakra. He's there strictly for tribe gauge, exactly what Mr. Man is saying. So you can actually do a co-op quicker and then pull off the last co-op again. So you can do 2 co-ops, which means you're doing 1.5% extra damage both times. Work on Sai Preacher, because Sai works on every event. He's SSS in every event. Don't work on Naruto first. Naruto is great for most events, but Sai is going to take you everywhere you need to go. Yeah, exactly. As Mr. Man is saying. How do you easily get a 5-star UR free to play? Striker, there really no easy way. This is my line for this game. This game is a marathon, not a sprint. We've been playing for 9 months straight, so you gotta just work at it, bro. Do events, keep getting your rank up and putting in work in terms of beating those events, and a lot of it's RNG, so keep that in mind too. You can also pull double fragments as well when the banner comes out, but that's about it. What about the SR Sasuke? Yeah, the new SR Sasuke is a really good preacher as well too. He's a great option to have. He's not as good as the brand new Naruto, but he is a good debuffer with decent damage for his Jitsu. So if you're looking to have a good debuffer, he's a good option to add in there. But keep in mind, debuffs don't stack. So you want to make sure that you don't have the same people with the same debuffs in the same lineup. So that's the one thing to keep in mind. Yo, what's going on, Just Boy? Yeah, Fatu, it's tough, man. I'd have to see your lineup, right? Again, guys, I have the membership thing set up. I'm only helping people through there in terms of deep diving, so it's just insane. It's just insane the amount of requests I get. So that's my focus is there. So if you are looking for a replacement, I'd have to see your lineup. But ideally, man, you want to go A and T. So look at the top end A and T users. Plus, we have the we have the tier list up, so you can take a look at the tier list, and anyone on that SS to SS list or SSS list you can take a look at. Kovi, thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Sasuke Gary, what's good about SR Sai? So SR Sai with his limit break 2 at 6 stars gives everybody chakra every turn without having to be on the field. It's the only character that does that. So he essentially makes anyone with the 5k vitality, so anyone who starts up with 5k chakra, have instant jitsu after their second turn. Yeah, how was Shika doing this? Incredible. Shikamaru is incredible in this event, especially if you're fighting other T units and if you're fighting D units. Shikamaru does the highest percentage of damage reduction rate for 1 turn. So that, yeah, definitely, guys, check out that tier list. It's up on my channel. You guys can take a look at it. I did play Dokkan, not anymore though. Escape, yes. What's the best kill order besides Tobi and Kisame? So Sasori and Conan. Definitely get those guys. Essentially, all SRs have to go down before you tackle any URs. It's just essential at this point. The first one, that's what we did, and we had the best success. If you keep up any of the SRs, you're going to have a big issue because they do scale really well with the URs. And yes, Mr. Man, Shika will do amazing in this event, especially against people like Sasori, the new UR, or Kisame and those guys, because he does Shadow Stitch. But not only that, he gives I think it's like 57-58% damage reduction rate on an opponent, which is one of the highest rates you can have in this game. Where's the tier list at? It's on my channel, bro. Just click on my channel. It's up there. I think it's like 4 or 5 videos down. I used to play Dokkan, not anymore. Yeah, that's the one for Dewey. Oh, speed-wise, I think they're around 4K, Shan. 4K, 5K, I think. Yes, Cole. What's going on, bro? Yes, your raps are fucking fire. They're incredible. Excuse my language. They're fire. Thank you for putting the thought and effort into all those. They're incredible. Oh, good for you, Ethan. That's amazing, man. Congratulations. You pulled the best character in the game, so that's pretty damn cool. No, Darien, do not use Sai at 2 stars. He's only viable at 6 stars with his limit break 2 unlocked. Yeah, same thing for you, Bounty. Same scenario. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, Sasuke. All right, if you guys can all hear me, let me know. If some of you can't, I'll jump into chat. I'm trying my best to keep up with all the questions here. So guys, another big thing is make sure everyone here you're probably talking to is on the main Discord, guys. And if you're looking for the main Discord link for a lot of new players, it is attached to some of my older videos. Just look in the description section, and I have a link there for all of it. Yeah, don't old school Itachi's not that good. COD, are you playing again, bro? I didn't realize you were back. I've also been out of main Discord for a little bit, so. Okay, perfect. Great, guys. Sure, Cannon, go ahead. Always up for some constructive criticism. Good to have you back, bro. I'm happy to hear that. I saw you on Lord of Heroes, I think, and I was like, hey, he's in my alliance. And then I quit that game like 3 minutes later. It's just too much of a grind. So I'm glad to have you back in Tribes, bro. Nothing like it there. It's just too easy. Hey, what's going on, Infinite? Outside of that, guys, another big focus is an old school character. Please put some focus on... Oh, really? You're not at 6 yet? Damn. Yeah, 100% the best Naruto so far. I was actually literally gonna say that in my new video about showcasing him. This is the Naruto that they should have made a long time ago. Like all the other Narutos, honestly, the UR Naruto was great when it came out, but not as much. Okay, loud and clear, Cannon. Got you, bro. I'll make sure it's lower. Thank you for the feedback. I'll definitely do that. Who's my favorite character? Undisputed #1 unit in the game right now. Honestly, it's Itachi. If you have Itachi's LB2, and let me show you what his LB2 is. If you guys don't know what it is, one sec here. I'm gonna jump on here real quick and show you guys. If you guys don't know what Itachi's LB2 is, it's freaking insane. Not only is he the best buffer in the game, so I'm just gonna go to my Itachi here. Let's go. So I'm ranked 3, and the reason why I'm ranked 3, guys, is a ton of people who save the SR Heavy event. So here's a thing I'm going to tell you guys. If you guys are brand new to the game and you're doing the SR Heavy event and you pulled Itachi, do not get SR Heavy as your fragments. Get yourselves the Awakening Orbs and get yourselves these little Faith Scrolls. If you have Itachi only, and feed this guy in as much as you can, you will not go wrong with this setup. Now, what makes Itachi so damn good, guys, is he's a T unit that has the same attack power as A units and does the same buffing as T units and the same defense as D units. He's a unit all rolled into one, essentially. I call him the LeBron James of tribes, essentially, at this point. He gives attack boost, he gives critical rate up, so that's insane already as it is with his Jitsu. And his Jitsu is 150%, which is the same as old school single target, and he does AoE, and it's 3 turns, which means you're never going to run out of this. This is going to always be up, essentially, right? And it stacks with other buffs. His second move here is a defensive one that actually gives guard rate for the rest of the battle, which means you just have to do it once, and you're good for 24.5%. That is insane. That is as much as Gaara. So that right there alone is insane. The fact that he's tanking for you as well. And then his trait also increases guard rate again by 24.5%, which stacks with the second one, so you're almost at 50%. And he gives guard suppression rate, which is amazing against tanks, which means the tanks can't guard as well against you. That's what the suppression rate is. And then his LB2 makes him insanely broken. And this is what we're all kind of aiming for here. Boost all active allies critical rate and critical damage rate if he's active at the start of the turn. This is the most nutty kid I've ever seen in my life. Like, this guy brings so much to the table. Like, he pretty much covers like 4 characters into one. So that's what makes Itachi so crucial in having him. And he's going to be, I think with this kid, he'll be around for a very, very long time. Oh yeah, spend my stamina. Yeah, I was trying to. Sorry, I've been talking too much. Hold on. There's a reason why I got here. You guys will have to excuse me for like 3 minutes shortly. I have to run up and quickly grab something, and I'll be right back. But here, let me spend my stamina real quick before I upset some people. I've been trying to get these damn rainbow boxes for Itachi. I have yet to have one drop, so maybe you guys are good luck here. Let's see, I've spent over 900 stamina so far today, and I don't think I've even got one. There's Orochimaru's shop, and I've got like no Ryo either. Yeah. Maybe I can get him to 80. Let's get him to 80. Oh, so close. Normally I don't do this, but hey, I'm gonna do it. I usually save those for vitality. I gotta get his vitality up as well. So this needs to get maxed, that needs to get maxed, this needs to get maxed, and I mean this one you don't need it maxed with Sai. It's not a big deal, but overall, this dude's gonna be hitting hard. I'm hoping to showcase that tomorrow as well, too, in Arena and ATB if I can get a chance to do it live. Am I the best player in the game? I'm one of the, I'd say, top players, but I think that right now the best player in the game in terms of power is Blue. So shout out to my boy Blue. There's a couple other players who are incredibly good. I just don't have. So here's the thing: because I'm a YouTuber and I'm a content creator, I can't focus on my main team because I'm bringing out content for you guys on a constant basis. So before the level cap raise, I did have the highest power right at the end of it all, at 600k. I was the first one to hit it, but then after that, you know, it just takes too many resources. I have a lot of knowledge of the game, but I wouldn't call myself the best player in the game. I would say one of the top players, maybe. Is the Itachi Akatsuki any good? No, he's not. I mean, he's decent, but he's not very good. He's okay at best. Even in his prime, he was okay. He wasn't even very, very good. So. Yeah, new Itachi is much better. Yeah, I know. Trust. Yo, listen, Steve. If it makes you feel any better, I had 460 UR frag saved the moment he came out. I just told everybody I'm gonna dump it into him, and I did. I got him to 6 stars instantly, leveled him up like crazy, was showcasing him, and then it was one of the worst ideas ever. So. So don't worry too much about it, bro. You're not doing anything wrong by doing that. But definitely, guys, like, here's another thing. Like, if you guys have Haku in your team, if you're brand new, start working on him a little bit just to see if he can be replaced, because he may be replaced very soon with another unit. But Neji's also a really good one. He brings quite a bit to the table for crit damage, and he gives chakra up if you need him. Hinata has kind of fallen off. I wouldn't worry about her, but this dude here, definitely get him up, guys, for many reasons. Specifically for this right here, he does the attack boost by 21.65% for all ally attack shinobis, and his trait 4 reduces defense for all T shinobis by 40.95% and reduces their damage reduction rate by 12.19%. This is all you need almost for defense down. If you have Kirin, he'll override the DRR over here because he has a higher percentage. But Haku is incredible. Plus, he does a lot of damage when you do attacking first, and if you have more to enemy when there are more undefeated allies. So he does the same kind of thing with Boruto, essentially the same trait. So he's a really good unit to have. Highly recommend him. He's very underrated before. So Haku's great. Mr. Man mentioned Shikamaru. He's another one. I just want to show him real quick, guys. Actually, let me go down this way. It'll be faster. There he is. The reason why he's so good is because of the Shadow Stitch, but mainly because of this insane percentage. Look at this. Lowers target damage reduction rate by 59.49%. That is insane. That's almost all of, like, that's more than half of someone's DRR. So you want to place him right before your co-op. That way your co-op can do insane damage in comparison to what it would normally do. So highly recommend him if you're fighting D units especially, but you can still use him in other places if you just want to hit a little harder. He won't hit hard, but everyone else will after that one turn. And also keep in mind, he raises attack for T Shinobis like Haku does for A, and he does the same thing here where he raises attack. So they stack. So Shikamaru is very underrated. Highly recommend him. I don't have his limit to break open because I don't really need it yet. I don't think I've ever needed it for anything, to be honest. Yeah, boost damage reduction rate for all. Yeah, I mean, not really needed. That's more of a defensive thing. So I don't really use him that much, but I do use him in FG, and he's served me really well. Sorry, let me go back into the questions. Yeah, so the thing with Lee, yo, what's up, Blind Ninja? What's going on? Yeah, Sasuke Gare, the old school Kakashi is still one of the best units in the game. Easily one of the best units in the game. Is it late to reroll J? No, not really. Server 24 and 25 are out, so I suggest doing it now before it's too late and they get full. Yeah, I know, Mr. Man. I agree with you. This kit is incredible. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that, guys. All right, where are we at here? Has anyone gotten the new promotion? No. Blue is very close though. He's at level 94, almost 95, so he'll definitely be getting that. So that was a question for Bounty. What's the best use of stamina for elixirs? Just doing regular Preacher, just doing regular missions. I'm just trying. You're answering a lot of questions, so big up to that. Sorry. Honestly, I think standard missions are better for elixirs. To be honest with you, the best way to get elixirs, to be completely frank with you though, is the Ryo summons. A lot of people underestimate how much elixirs you can actually get from the Ryo summons. So guys, if you're looking for a great way to get elixirs, it's not necessarily using stamina. You should be doing Ryo summons, because you're going to get yourself elixirs, you're going to get yourself speed scrolls, like a ton of other things. So I mean, I think I've done the new player guide that says that. So definitely use those Ryo summons. It's the best thing in the game. Any of the top players who aren't doing content like me are doing that, and that's why they're so fast and so strong. It's because of that. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, it's a good question. It looks like the egg is winning, so we'll go with the egg. Would I say the new Datara is the best character? He's one of the best new characters, yes. I love the new Datara. I think he destroys things. And if you can kill things with him, he's fantastic. But he's not the best. He's definitely not the best character. But he's up there. I'd say probably top 3 at this point, in my opinion. IQ Jason, yes it is. Way to pull him, but you can get him if you have any link bonuses that you need to complete. So remember that, guys. I wrote this in my newest video. The coins you're getting for the Shinobi Exchange Shop, you want to save those, because when the new UR characters come out, you can build them up from 1 and collect the fragments. So when you eventually pull them, you'll have enough for a 5 or 6 star. But the only other time to use them is use them for link bonuses, right? And I did this in my marketplace. How to shop at the marketplace video yesterday, or 2 days ago maybe. You literally want to save them for link bonuses and that, but nothing else. What else we got here? When would you stop doing Ryo summons? Never. Honestly, never stop. So right now, Trunks, it's Itachi, the brand new Itachi. Yes, I got the... Yo, Escape, if you got the new Datara as a 4-star, bro, that's an incredible start. Yes, Sanjita, if you're struggling with speed, bro, you gotta do Ryo summons, man. Just you pretty much spend everything on that. The only Sakura Blossom. There's only one of them. Literally, it's the D version that increases tribe gauge. She has it on her heal and on her second skill. Sai for every event, yep. Yeah, Sai would honestly be the most clutch character. I think he's MVP for everything. From there, opinion on 56k on 56k speed, no, unfortunately. Not on S1. Everyone on S1 is kicking pretty damn high. Average, I'd say about... Honestly, the average right now might be about 85k? Who's better, Kakashi or New RU? Completely different characters. New UR Boruto definitely better because of his damage output, but the Kakashi is one of the best buffers in the game. So they play 2 different roles. I mean, New UR Naruto is also a support character with more damage. So I'd probably say New UR Boruto than MS Kakashi. It depends on the characters you have, Radiation. Not sure who you have. Preacher, no, unfortunately not. There isn't a forum. You can write support for changes. I've tried through their Facebook. The Twitter apparently gets the most amount of traction in terms of them viewing things. So you can definitely go and take a look at the Japanese Twitter. The problem is you got to write it in Japanese, right? So Google Translate isn't going to do a really good job of that. So that's the only way I know. It's just send things to support. Yeah, Sasori's incredible. I love my Sasori. I mean, I'll show you guys my PvP team real quick. Hold on a sec. Let's go to teams for a sec. Like, this is my PvP team. Team 1. So this is my team right here. So it's stun, AoE damage, just destroy everything. Stun, AoE damage, destroy everything, and buff. And then I have right here strictly just to annoy the crap out of people. This is for increase of chakra for everybody. This is for stun and burn, and then from the burn to pay off here to do status effects on the opponents. So this team here is just there to survive and annoy. This is stun and kill, stun and kill. So that's my PvP team. And if you guys want to see server 1 speed, I'll show you guys where we're at. Oh, stamina bonus. Bam. Forgot about that. Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds. Let me go do my thing real quick. Bye. This is what I was telling you guys about, by the way, purchasing from Orochimaru shop. When he sells these for sale, pick those bad boys up. I don't have enough Ryo though, but here, we'll get a little more Ryo in this. Yes and yes. If you haven't seen my marketplace video, guys, and you're brand new to this game, I literally put it out 2 days ago. Take a look to see how to shop in these sections correctly. You can save a ton of Ryo and a ton of resources by doing it right. So don't just go willy-nilly and start buying everything from these shops. You definitely want to do it right. Like, for example, Arena Shop, this guy here is your main go-to. This here is your main go-to. Don't touch any of these if you're brand new. Buy it from Orochimaru when you pop them every hour and a half. Like, you guys should be really focusing on conserving your resources, because at high-end game levels, like, look at this. Like, I'm dying here. This here is not right because it's I don't buy from browser. This is from collecting. I buy from my mobile, so it doesn't transfer over. Let's just quickly use this again. I'm gonna call it Naruto. Sorry, 1 sec, guys. Trying to get this guy up for tomorrow. I'm super excited to use him. I'm hoping he does really good damage. My showcase is setting up tomorrow, so to show you guys how good he is. And you know, if he pulls off big numbers, it may impress you guys to go ahead and work on him. Now, if you guys pull him at 1 star, a lot of people are asking me, should I, use him at 4 stars? The rule of thumb usually, guys, is don't use your fragments at 1 star to level him up. Wait till you pull him and then do it, and that's still going to be my suggestion. Don't rush into this. Like, he's going to be a character they're going to use for a long time, so do it right. ATB will be back. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it'll be gone for a couple months, maybe a month or 2, but it'll be back after that. Sorry, what was I saying here? Let me go back to this. Hey, Karma, thanks for getting the freaking membership, bro. Appreciate it. Where are we at? Do you play Ninja Blazing? I do not, sir. And from what I've heard, it's closing down, so I probably will never touch it. DR shards and maxed R's. Yeah, I have. If you guys will be okay. Let me show you guys some stupidness here. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys some craziness. Actually, let me go to my inventory. Look at the amount of shards I have. Just as somebody was saying how many shards they have. Like, I have a 7-star Jugo, and this is how many I have there. But look at these: 6,000, 7,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6. Like, come on! I've maxed out these guys' tribes even. I'm never gonna even use them. I don't even know what to do with these things. So they need to implement, like, exchange these for SRs, exchange SRs for URs kind of thing. I hope that's a future implementation. We've been asking for it forever, but it is yet to happen. So we'll see what happens. Mr. Man, Payne, do you think Boruto or Naruto's better? I'm honestly Naruto. Hands down Naruto. And here's the reason why. Naruto's better because he's geared more for PvE content, Mr. Man, versus Boruto, who's geared more toward PvP. Boruto is a better support unit in terms of he has more survivability because of his guard rate increases and all that stuff that he offers, and damage rate reduction. But Naruto's definitely the better unit for finishing content. So I'm more of a Naruto fan, and I'm really happy that we have this Naruto because the old Boruto is still really, really good. I don't play Dokkan anymore, Trunks, unfortunately. Yeah, COD, very good point. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Let's do this together. I'm going through the questions here. Next banner is going to be, so let me just answer these questions. Do I know what the next banner is going to be? No, I don't. Yeah, speed is huge, as COD is saying. So here's the thing, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what units to use for the A fight that you have, and then we'll talk about units to use against T units, and then we'll talk about units to use against D units, okay? So let's just use Kisame, Sasori, So that's a D and a T. Who's an A in that group? Do we even have an A in that group as an SR? Jeez, I don't think we do. One sec. Let me go back. And we'll start off with rares and we'll move our way up, okay? So let's so Sasori is a T. So is Toby. Oh, Kakazu. There we go. He's an A. Forgot about him. Man, I always forget about him for some reason. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. What team or what units should you look at if you're fighting a T unit? So Toby, Sasori, Conan, okay? Those are what we're going to focus on first. So I'm going to start off with, let's start off with it. And you guys can write this down. You guys can record this, rewatch this. I don't care what you want to do with it, but you can just listen if you want. We're going to talk about that. We're going to start off with the R units, and then I'm going to move my way up, okay? So against any T unit, your only option for R units is going to be this man right here. Do not underestimate Kiba. He has the only other instant jutsu in the game, okay, that gives him full vitality from the start, for the chakra from the start, for him to do his move. He actually does hit really hard with Fang over Fang, okay, and he deals more damage to T units, so don't underestimate that, because that puts him close to the power creep because of that extra damage, okay. His skill 2 increases his own chakra as well, which is not that useful because you're going to be doing his S1, his special anyway, so don't worry about S2. But his bonus trait here, boost all active allies by 13.65% when attacking first, which means you have to be faster than your opponent. And he boosts damage increase rate by 9.46% for the 3-man cell. Remember, that does stack. So the 3-man cell that you plan to boost, this man is a perfect fit for it. So Kiba, hands down, amazing against A units and T units, okay? So we're going to go through this as well as we can here. So next unit, let's go to next unit here. So these are all gone, okay? We're going to forget about these now. We're going to go over to SRs. So SRs, the first one here, if you have him, the brand new Sasuke. Now, he's going to do really well because of his percentages. I don't have him built up because I don't need him built up, but for any new players or any veterans who need a nuke, he's fantastic. Now, how do I know this? Because I've had MRN do the testing for me. He's came back with numbers. I did a showcase on him, right? So first thing he does is he does the new nuking damage. He has a chance to burn, and believe it or not, guys, burn and poison do a ton of damage in ATV for 7 turns, because burn lasts for 4 turns and poison lasts for 10 turns, and they stack, and they do a ton of damage. So keep that in mind. Burn and poison are very good for this. Lowers target's damage increase rate, so they'll hit less and they'll take more damage for the rest of the battle. So this is a very, very good unit to have. His S2 here boosts own damage increase rate by 6%, which is fantastic. That'll go higher as you increase it, of course. So that's a very good S2 to start with. If you have Sai and he's going second turn, he will instant Jitsu if you get his vitality maxed out. Okay, keep that in mind with him. His last move, on the other hand, is just Chakra, and he boosts his own attack when an ally has been defeated. So this part is very situational. You don't need the Chakra if you have Sai. If you don't have Sai, he's good to have this Chakra with. The 8% is only if you lose units. That's kind of the bummer here. But he still will hit really hard, especially if you're a brand new player. He's going to be great for you. So that's my first suggestion as an A unit. Okay? Tamari, if you know my history, I can't stand this unit with a passion. But I will say this. When you're fighting T units and other A units and you're using an A unit heavy team, this here is very good. It increases all ally shinobi attack by 13.35% for the rest of the battle without having to proc. So she's fantastic for that specifically. That is the only reason I would use her. Everything else here does heavy wound and damage reduction rate. I mean, damage reduction rate is nice, but you'll probably have other units that can do that, and they don't stack. But her main thing literally is this. So she's a great support unit for A unit heavy team. So when you're fighting a T unit, an ATB, and an A unit, she'll be fantastic for that. Sorry, I'm going to go back here real quick, guys. Let me go back and forth, make sure I'm answering all the questions. Thanks, Bilal. I remember you, bro. Thanks for supporting, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, radiation, that's a good idea. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, so far we have the brand new Sasuke and we have Tamari, okay? Naruto, if you're a brand new player, is decent. You can do better, I'm assuming, by now. If you have been working on him and you get him for 5-star, he's not bad. I did forget to mention Naruto Berserk. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't like him. He actually does pretty well. I've used him as a test person on another account, and he does hit decent. So he's a great starter unit for new players who want to attack T units. So if you're fighting Toby or Sasori and you need a T unit or Conan, he's fantastic. So he's actually a good unit for new players. Veteran players, you're not going to touch him. I know that for a fact, so we're not going to bother. All right, so that is 3 units. So Kakuzu's not bad because of one reason. Actually, 2 reasons. Number 1, his skill here, the Fire Style Jutsu, is an AoE, but he does additional damage and burn if the opponent's HP is above 50% or more. Chances are that's going to happen a lot in this, so he's actually not a bad unit to use, also because he does increase his own damage reduction rate, but I still don't recommend him. But if you're desperate and you need him, he's not bad, but he wouldn't be my first choice. So that's for anybody who has him and loves him. He's decent. Haku we talked about to death, 100% needs to be on the team. You guys should be working on him if you don't have him. Hinata, probably still the best crit rate character in the game, but has fallen off a lot in damage. So, but if you're brand new and you need a nuke, she's going to be a go-to for you, a staple, 100% if you're a brand new player. Veterans, you guys know already, she's fallen off. Some people still use her, some don't, but she's decent. So again, a decent character to have. SR Naruto, the new one we talked about, 100% put him on your team. He'll be probably the MVP for damage in this, outside of if you have a build Kakashi and a build Hebi you are. He'll probably be one of your hardest hitters for sure. So definitely, guys, if you've pulled him, use him at 4 stars minimum. If you have not pulled him and you're doing the fragments, don't evolve him for that reason alone. Just wait till you pull, because you'll get him at 5 or 6 stars at that point. Even 3 stars, guys, he'll be useful as a brand new player. Neji, another really good character we talked about. The reason why he does decent damage, but he actually also gives you a couple extra things. He gives you extra chakra in case you need it. He boosts all damage reduction rate. It's for you to survive a little more. He gives you chakra from his S2, and also here he boosts your critical damage increase rate by 25.9%, so you hit harder with your crits, and he also boosts crit rate for the 3-man cell. So he's actually not a bad character for this, so definitely don't overlook him. He can do quite well for you. Blossom we talked about. So guys, here's the thing with Blossom. If you're gonna put her on the team, make sure you put her on the team where she can't do her jutsu. You just want to have that space reserved for a damage dealer, but you want her S2 to go off. Now this S2 will give you the bonus tribe gauge, which will allow you to do tribe gauge 2 times. If you do want to use her healing because you need it, she gives you 3 tribe gauge here, so even better. So she's a really good unit. She gives chakra a little bit too for the same cell. Sorry, for the active ally, so double the time. So she's actually a decent unit for this if you're looking for a little bit of survivability, a tribe gauge, and a little bit of a bonus. Sorry guys, that might seems like my Discord is blowing up a little bit with messages, so give me a sec. Alright, make sure I'm still on track with you guys. Everybody still good? Everyone learning here? This is good? Are you okay to do this? Tyler, for a UR banner, on average, it takes about 10k to 15k on average to pull a UR. Yeah. Is having an SR on your team bad? No, absolutely not. SRs are... I always told people this. If I could start the game over again and have all my resources, I would be SR focused. Yeah, no, SRs are better for a lot of reasons, because you can increase speed with SRs faster and be better in arena for it. SRs, you can get more weapon frags for them easier, right? So SRs are incredible. Okay, so let's keep going here. So Blossom, done. Okay, SR Heavy, guys, fantastic unit. Fantastic unit. Here's the thing, though. Only if you're fighting A units. Do not use him against T units. Do not use him against any D units. I mean, D units you can if you need the stun and the status effect and the guard rate, but his damage output is not insane unless you have him insanely built, which I mean, like Lord Sesh has him like 7-star everything. It's insane. So don't use him for that. Guy, completely disregard. We talked about Sai. Here's the thing, I'm going to go through this really quickly with you guys because there's a lot of questions about what makes Sai really good. You need to have his limit break. His limit break is right here. Sorry, right here. So he boosts attack by 14.25% for the 3-man cell. That's great. This is what kills it right here. Increases chakra by 1840 for all allies at the start of the turn. Here's the key. At the start of the turn, it doesn't mean he has to be on the field. Every single turn, every ally gets 1840 chakra. No one else in this game does that. Nobody. There's not one character in this game that gives this. And that's what I mean. So in 2 turns, he can give all 5k plus vitality people an instant jutsu. That's insane. So you're just constantly doing jutsus every single turn at that point. So Sai is 100% MVP, guys, but you need to get him to 6 stars in order to take advantage of the LB2, and you also need to collect 25 weapon fragments. Okay, so Sai, MVP forever until they replace him somehow with another character. Rock Lee we talked about. Here's the thing with Rock Lee. I used to love Rock Lee to death. I actually put some actual like stars into him. I don't know why, but I did. The thing that makes Rock Lee a little bit of a hit and miss is, first off, his primary Lotus does a ton of damage only if you have 50% or HP or less. So if you're hit and your HP goes below 50, you're golden. You're going to do way more damage. You're actually doing enough damage almost to hit the power creep point. So Rock Lee for that, in that regard, is great in that sense. He also increases critical rate for all allies by 11.46%. So he throws in a little bit of extra. His S2, same thing. Throws in a little bit of extra, right? Boosts his own critical rate. His trait 4 boosts own attack and defense, and boosts own attack and defense. So he's a pretty selfish character in that regard. But again, very, very situational, guys. So if you have him and you don't have another nuke, use him. He's still going to do work for you, just not enough. Just not enough to warrant using him if you have better characters. Now, next to him, though, my Boruto, this man here is still one of the hardest hitting characters in the game, and he'll remain to do so, only because of the stipulations that his Disappearing Rasengan has. He does normal standard Jitsu damage for a single target, but he deals 22.92% extra damage when his own HP is above 50% or above, and on top of that, he deals additional 22.92% damage when it's a 3-man chain. You put that in with co-op, this man is doing easily 1.3, 1.5, 1.9, 2 million damage from the get-go. Like, he is so strong. And the reason why he's so strong is because his S2 also boosts that cell's attack by 8.46 for the rest of the battle, which you have to have proc. And this is the kicker. His LB2 and his trait boosts his own damage by 13.65%, and then on top of that, with his LB2, boosts his own damage again by 8.46%. If you calculate the amount of attack this guy boosts, his damage is out of control. So this is what makes the old Boruto such a strong contender for one of the top hitters in the game still to date, even with the power creep. Where are we at here? Sorry guys, I'm still answering questions. Oh, thank you, Phantom. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, anybody who's joined the membership plan, please message Lone Phantom and Epics. They will will actually add you to the server, and I appreciate you guys supporting me. Much love. If I'm not responding to your messages right now, it's because I'm doing this, guys, so I will get back to you. I promise. I apologize. Sorry, I'm just going back to when do you think we're getting? So Hashi and Madara, or Madara, however we want to call them, they were supposed to be apparently Christmas time. Don't take my word for it, but that's apparently what it's supposed to be. Under mission assistance exchange, there is Uchiha Hebi. It says remaining 50 and 24. Do I get them all? Oh, freaking amazing. You don't even have shoes, bro. You gotta have shoes to tie them. Not me again. There's actually a fantastic guide made by Binato on the main Discord and exactly how to do it as a free-to-play player. I highly recommend go onto the main Discord and look at that guide. He's put a lot of work into it, so shout out to Binato for doing that. You can learn exactly the best ways to get Heavy fastest. Unless you have Itachi, like I mentioned earlier, the brand new Itachi, focus on getting yourself Awakening Orbs and the Fate Scrolls and the Talismans. Okay, sorry guys, back to this. So Boruto, highly recommend it. Sakura Chia is great against other T units because she will give you the attack power and the stun. And yes, she's one of the best characters still in the game. So definitely one of the best characters in the game. And definitely use her for all other things. Thank you, man. I'm actually very excited to show you guys the Naruto showcase. Nobody knows what the next banner is going to be, guys. So let's keep going, guys. I'm going to keep going through this list, okay? So again, this is A units fighting A units and T units. So we just talked about Mama Sakura, one of the best units in the game still, guys. Highly recommend using her for almost all content. She will do attack up, heal, attack down on the opponent, stun, damage reduction rate. She does it all. So she's great. Definitely one of the best characters in the game still. As for A, good against A units. He does decent damage. You can do better, but if you need a stun, he's not bad. I would personally bypass him for A units. T units completely bypass him. Chio is not bad. She's gotten a lot better since her fix on her heal. But for this content, I mean, against T units, she'll do okay in ATB. Against A units, completely disregard. Karin, useless. Avoid her. Don't use her. Hidan, I mean, if you have Joel's Hidan, then yes. But outside of that, I would never use him personally. That's just my own personal opinion, guys. If you love him and you want to use him against A units, you can. I just don't recommend it personally. Alright, brand new Boruto. Against T units, 100%. Against D units, 100%. Against T units, oh sorry, A units, no. Don't use him against A units. But if you have him built enough, he still will do pretty good damage. So, it all depends. If you have him at 60k plus power against A units, he's a decent support and will do enough damage to A units to get by because of his power creep percentages. But you don't need to use him, so I personally wouldn't. Sarada, another decent support unit, wouldn't use her for ATB because again, it's AoE damage, right? It does a lot, like for AoE guys, if you don't know the percentages, it's a lot less. So if I go to here, it's only 42% damage, which is not worth it, while single target is 150 for old ones and 270 for new ones. So Sarada, avoid. She's great for her support again, but not the greatest. Pain is actually really good for other T units and D units, so you can use Pain, the UR version. We're actually getting to UR territory. Orochimaru in this won't do enough for you guys, so avoid him completely. B, unfortunately, very mediocre. If he's your best nuke, I mean, no choice, then use him, but he's not going to do very much for you. He's unfortunately one of the most mediocre characters in the game, even with a lot of upgrades. D, Seijumo Jiraiya, he'll do okay. Actually, you know what? No, he won't. He won't do okay. Don't use him. Just don't use him. Avoid Seijumo Jiraiya. He's not meant for this. He's meant for Abyss and long-lasting battles, not for quick turn battles like FG or ATV, so avoid that. Naruto will do amazing against D units. The reason why is because he does crit up, he does his own extra damage against D units, like by 27.3%. Oh, sorry, by 32% there against D units. You know, he does critical rate boost by 55% right from the get-go, so he's gonna crit most likely right away. So he's actually a great unit for that. He increases his own chakra. I mean, his S2 is okay. He heals himself and gives himself attack up. And all active allies as well, and increases damage increase rate, so he's actually good for that. So he will be a great support and nuke against other T and D units, so he'll actually have a place in this for sure. So definitely UR Naruto, Seijumo Naruto is good. Deidara, honestly, for all content, this man is gold. Not because of the damage that he gives, but because how good he makes everybody else, right? So his C3, if you have a status effect like a stun, will lower the defense of the opponents. He has a chance to stun, and he increases all allies' crit rate by 33.65% for 2 turns. You'll crit every single time practically. His S2 here lowers critical suppression rate, which means the opponent will be more likely hit by crits, right? That's what suppression rate does. It lowers their crit rate chance to stop crit rates from coming in, sorry. And then his skill 4 increases damage increase rate for all crits by 20%, so everybody hits 20% harder with crits, and increases suppression rate by 17.92%, so you're critting more often because of that. So Deidara, not meant for damage, but good for every bit of content, A, T, and D, just because of the extra damage that he gives every other opponent, or every other ally, sorry. So definitely use him if you have him. Brand new Deidara, I'm going to test him, guys. The reason why I'm a little hesitant here is because his C4 boosts his own crit, so he'll do a crit, he'll do more damage in a 3 chain, so it's fantastic for that. The only issue I have here is he won't crit his own damage increase rate because the target won't be defeated, and that's actually a big part of where his damage comes from. Because you won't be defeating targets, this part is completely lost, like it's no use. And then his S2 here will boost his target critical damage rate, but if you have Sai, you'll be doing pretty much damage right away for his Jitsu, so this will never proc, but if you don't, this is actually really good to have because it will increase his damage output. So I'll test him, guys, to see how he does, but I don't know if he's going to be good for this because of the first piece that I mentioned there, his crit damage. Alright, sorry, I'm going back here, guys, just to see what's going on with you guys. Hey, Desmond. Sanjita, don't do tribes, bro. Tribes are useless. Raikage's tribe is horrible, to be honest with you. I'm sorry to say that, but I mean it. Tips on limit breaks, guys. There is really no tips. Just keep collecting fragments. That's really it. It's all random, right? You can get SR fragments from the shop every day. You can get R fragments from the shop every day. This event here will allow you access to UR fragments as long as you attack the UR unit. And if you beat them, you'll get even more. But there really is no trick. There really is no trick. You can't limit break for LB2 at all unless you have 6 stars. Marvin, yeah, no, I refuse to. I need that Ryo, bro. With human puppets, so Fatui, for your question for Sasari, the new one, he's absolutely worth it for every content. Maybe this one, he sits on the same kind of pinnacle as Datara, the brand new one on AoE. He has the same percentages. He's not meant to do as much damage, so I'll have to test him to see tomorrow how he does against another A unit. Yeah, he can be a really good nuke, absolutely. Yeah, exactly, a freaking amazing. Kamui's useless in this fight, absolutely useless. It's not the fact that he got nerfed. It's the fact that his buffs are based off of somebody dying, and you won't have anybody dying in this until the end, and by then it's done. Let me see. Is a 3-star Sasuke Hebi viable? Yeah, he still is viable. Can I LB2 Zoro? What would Zoro's LB2 be? Another sword? Like, what would you do? Speed tips. Ryo summons, bro. Get those Ryo summons going. Get as many as you can. And then feed them in. Like, I have a speed video, but I think you've seen it probably. Toss it into your units one by one. Get them all into group 1, 2, and then 3, and then keep going from there. Okay, sorry guys. Let's go back into this real quick. Naruto is still a really good unit. If you guys have him against T and A units, he'll still do a lot of damage. New players, you don't know who this is. This is the first free-to-play character we had. COD, I know you have one of the best ones out there if you're still around. So people like him will definitely use him because he'll do a ton of damage for A and T battles. So still really good to use. Would recommend, definitely. We just talked about Sasori. Against A units, I'll test him. He is a nuke for A units for sure. The problem is he requires status effects to kind of help him out a little bit. Jiraiya, absolutely need him. Like, you need him for his tribe gauge specifically, and he does buffs, right? So, like, let me go to him real quick. So his art here will do more damage against D units. So against D units, he's a shoo-in. He has to be in there for sure. But he increases all tribe gauge by 20. That's the key right there. That will give you 2 co-ops this whole fight, and also boost all T units attack by 11.56%. That'll be like Sai himself, Kirin if you use Kirin, or Datara, right? So that's a big one. Excuse me. His second skill will do more damage against D units. Again, when you fight D units, you'll never see this because you're going to be doing jutsus all the time, but it's there. And then the Gutsy Toad here is boosting all active allies attack by 9.56%. That's all allies that are active. Doesn't have to be just T units. And then boost all allies damage increase rate by 11 at the start of the turn if he dies for the rest of the battle. So he actually does give quite a bit of a buff if he dies. Ideally, you don't want him to die, but I'm just saying it's there for you, right? So he's fantastic for all content. Definitely use him for ATB. Okay, so Itachi here. Oh man. Okay, so I put a lot into this guy. I've stopped now recently. As you can see, he's 3rd place now. But he's good against T. He's good against A. He'll do decent damage at best, guys. The reason why I say decent is because he needs enemies to die to take advantage of this novel that we have here. So unless enemies are dying, as you can see, enemy has been defeated, enemy has been defeated, enemy has been defeated, he loses like 40% of his damage from what I'm seeing here. Well, no, not 40, sorry. It would be 9 and 8. So let's just say 20-something% of his damage. So that's a lot. That's a lot for him to be losing. He does do quite a bit of damage, but you have to have him pretty geared up and ready to go. If you don't, honestly, he's just another filler, realistically. He does have the 5k vitality, though. He'll be decent for that. If you are faster, this man is fantastic. Having CM2 Sasuke in there is great because his Chidori does status effect rate. So as the stun-wise, he'll be the best stunner in your team for sure. He increases his own chakra. He boosts all. He does more damage when he has 50% more HP. That's fantastic there. You won't use it probably if you have Sai. You'll be jumping straight to Chidori, but it's there if you don't have Sai. And then Power of the Curse Mark is great because it boosts all active allies attack by 19.74% when attacking first. So that means you have to be attacking first to get that buff, which means you have to be faster than your opponent. So this is where the speed tool comes into play, guys. So if you're slower alliance, get that speed tool up and use people like CMK if you have, or CM2, sorry, if you have the Power of the Cursed Mark, which is his 4th trait. Okay, we're almost done, guys, here. New Itachi we talked about, definitely use him. I would say for A and T because of the buffs that he provides. Kakashi, if you're a veteran, you know what he does. He's one of the hardest hitting characters in the game. Continue using him. He'll do work for you. Gaara, disregard completely. Kamui, disregard completely. Sasuke, Kirin, add him for A and T if you need a damage rate reduction and the stun and the boost to attack and damage increase rate. And Sasuke Hebi is still going to be one of the best characters in the game. Oh, that was a mouthful. Damn. All right. How do we do? How do we do? How do we do? Are we good? Between Haku and Neji for ATB, which for ATB would be Haku, 100%. 100% would be Haku. I actually have my own novel out, Senjin. I actually have written one, so not about Itachi, but something else. But yeah, won't be doing a novel for that. Hey guys, hey everybody who joined. Sorry, I was going through everything, didn't have a chance to do all that, answering questions. But I'm gonna go up right now. I'm gonna go up right now and take a look and see what everyone is saying. So IQ Jason, if you're on Android or PC, you can get an auto clicker to do the Ryo summons for you. A lot of people do it. Any idea what the next banner will be? No idea what the next banner will be. I mean, we're guessing. I was guessing Kisame and Guy for this one. I was wrong. Who knows? We'll find out. Hey California, what's going on? Are ADT rotation meta in NWT? Hassan, they are really good as long as you have a stun in each cell and you have. So here's how NWT works, guys. If you win all your matches, you can still lose points by having somebody die on your team. So it's good to have a guard rate and a tank in each team to protect you. It's good to have a stun in there as well too. And anyone with 5k chakra usually is ideal as well too. So you want to usually have 2 stunners and a tank. Like I can show you my team if you want. Like here's my NWT team. Sorry, let's go back since we've kind of covered ATB. I hope you guys all get to choose the right times that best suit you. Because that's the thing, you have a 2-hour window to do ATB, remember that tomorrow. So here, let's go ranking. So 3,900 is the highest you can get, except unless you do a tribe in there, which gives you, every tribe you do in NWT gives you 75 extra points. A lot of people don't know that, so I'm throwing that out there, okay? So as you can see here, we're all tied for first. Essentially, they go 1, 2, 3. Here's my team. So I've got tank, stunner, AoE damage / tank / buffer. He's all of them. I've got tank. Technically, Jiraiya does play tank role. I've got buffer, and I've got stunner and nuke. Tank, nuke. Sorry, stunner, nuke. Tank, stunner, nuke. Tank, stunner. Oh, no stun. Oh, no stunner here actually. This is just all nuke, and tank. So the only one I have that's different is the 5th. It works really well for me personally because they just destroy everything together. But that's, yeah. So ATD is a really good combination to go with. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where am I at? Thanks for UR, so report it to me. I'd wait for a new character radiation, but Sasori would be my first thing. If you have only Hebi at 4 right now, I'd wait, just because there might be someone better. Itachi second big... Yeah, freaking Amazing's absolutely right. Probably one of the biggest scams ever was that old Itachi. Where we at? Sorry guys, going up again. 1-1. What's going on, Emilio? Now what about Itachi? Soul 54, everything into Sai. Everything into Sai. Between Haku and Neji, we talked about that. I 100% pick Haku. Because of his LB2 as well. Would SR Hebi be worth taking for the stuns and it all for UR Hebi for nukes? So SR Hebi, I did mention, you can take him in for A unit fights for sure to give you the status effect, because I think there's a link bonus between Itachi, Pain, and Hidan from the last ATB where there was a lot of status suppression, which means your stuns will hit less often. So definitely worth it. Oh god, did you say Papa Sasuke? Absolutely not. Should I use my alliance coins to get Sasuke? Primal, you have to repeat that. Oh, Hebi. Your alliance coins? What do you mean by that? Alliance coins only give you Hiruzen, which absolutely not. Not me again. Yeah, for a while you can. Choji's actually not bad for new players because he gives tribe gauge up and he's actually pretty tanky. For sure don't do that. You'll have to farm them to get yourself gear stones. So it's almost inevitable. You kind of need to do it anyways, but farm the better characters. Like Choji's better than, for sure. Kiba's better than all of them for sure. Tenten's better than most of them. So those kind of characters you can. What's going on, Geeko? Thank you, Colin. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for coming out and jumping on this. Primal, I have a on my channel. Jump on there. You can check out the brand new player's guide. It covers everything you need to know, and then I have like an hour and a half guide as well that covers the entire game from start to finish. So, in the description, there's like actual timestamps, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can just kind of pick and choose what topic you want to listen to, and it's covered. Expander is ramen shop owner. OG Kakashi and Kamui Kakashi, yeah, if you haven't pulled them bounty, unfortunately it sucks, especially the OG one. The Kamui Kakashi, nah, you can live without him, to be quite honest. J-Jazz, throw them all into Sai. Seriously, I don't think anyone will replace Sai in a very long time. Do I think hold on, sorry, where am I now? Where am I going here? Sorry, I just kind of jumped down. What's the best section for Kirin to go into? So if you're fighting, escape, if you're fighting, which Kirin are you talking about? The UR Kirin? Because if you're talking about the UR Kirin, the best place to put him is probably in energy for his damage reduction rate before you do your co-op, so you can do the most amount of damage. But if it's the brand new heavy, brand new Kirin, the SR version, you put him in either Force or Spirit, depending where you need the most amount of damage. What server am I on? I'm server 1, if you're asking me specifically. It's part of my intro. Oh, server 22. Have I ever talked with COD? I have never spoke to COD in person, but actually, no, that's not true. Maybe I have. We were supposed to do live collab. He was supposed to join it, but I don't think we actually ever have. What's going on, Philip? Everyone's asking about the next banner. I don't know, guys. I'll give you a guess. I think it's going to be Kisame and Guy, but I said this banner and I was wrong. So, do you think Madara comes out? He'll be good. Absolutely. I think he will be. He's going to be a power creep character. I think he's going to be fantastic. I think Bandai's stupid to not make him good, because I think everybody has been waiting for him and Hashi for quite some time. Primal for server 7, it's going to be Mythic is the biggest one. Shout out to Mythic, one of my favorite alliances in Tribes and people in Tribes, so love it. So if you're looking for anybody, go for him. I just started to pick up a random server. Ethan, if you picked a random server and you just started, go to server 24 and 25. Don't start in random servers. You're going to harm yourself in terms of your progression, because everyone else is OP. Oh, the coins, Primal. So you're talking about those. Yeah, you could definitely focus on getting SR Heavy. He's amazing. Unless you have the brand new Itachi Primal, then you can buy the Awakening Orbs and the Awakening Scrolls and put it on the brand new Itachi. But if you don't have Itachi, definitely get the SR Heavy. What was the question here? 6k, something about 6k coins. Should I spend 7k Shino coins to get my side to 6 stars? Reaper, explain how you do that. Like, what are you going to do with the 7k Shino coins? Because there's really no way to spend it unless you're pulling, but if you're pulling, you can't get Sai. So just explain to me what you meant there. Freaking amazing. I never give bad advice. Come on. Yeah, the units won't really matter for 2, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm going through the questions here as fast as I can for you guys. So, okay, so this whole Madara and Hashirama conversation, guys, about Christmas time. So, if you guys don't know, on the main Discord, the owner is a guy named Kua. He apparently is, don't quote me on this part, he's either the artist for Tribes or he does the background artwork for Tribes. Anyways, he's affiliated with this game to some extent. And he put up a post that said, showed both of their images and saying, save your coins for Christmas time. Okay, so that's where I'm giving you that information from. What you do with it is up to you. I'm barely around 2. Sorry, Philip, I'm just reading yours. I'm barely around 250k power. Should I keep my 7-star Kiba? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you're 250k power and you got a 7-star Kiba, keep using him. Make sure his Vitality 1 is maxed out. You want to take advantage of that instant Jutsu as much as possible. Yes, Radiation. 100% do Ryo summons to get that. If Madara comes out as like the old Itachi, I'll be so pissed off. I don't even know what to say if that happens. What Shinobi do I want Bandai to add? Honestly, as a service to everybody that's been asking for, Shisui and Minato. Those are the two big ones that everyone's been waiting for, and I would really love that if they actually added it and make people happy. Unless they really screw them over, and then it's horrible. So for canon, in terms of your question, what I think Minato's going to be after, I've been saying this for a while. He'll be a nuke for sure. I think he'll be A unit, hopefully, because he's pure offense. But I also think his effects are going to be speed up, which I don't know how viable that's going to be later on in the game, unless they give him an obscene amount, right? So that's my take on it. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, you know what? Pyro, I also want a UR Shikamaru. When they brought out Kakazu and Hidan, I thought for sure we were going to get Shikamaru as a UR as well with Asuma as an SR, but they just brought out the same old one. So, God Alex King, you can if you want, if you're not too far ahead, right? Right now they give you the double EXP, so if you're looking to pull like Itachi or someone really good, it's not a bad time, because for all you old players who don't have ults, Bandai's done us a solid. They've never done this before. They've actually given brand new players a free UR after the first chapter clearance. So if you want to restart, go for it, man. I mean, if you're not too far ahead, right? But I always say this, it doesn't matter who you have now, it's going to matter who you have later. So, and what I mean by that is, if you're a brand new player, your main focus should be get my rank up as soon as possible so I can beat FG, I can beat Abyss, and I can start collecting UR fragments and fragments for the bonus characters. Right now, even if you pull the best characters in the game as a brand new player, you're not doing much. You have no UR scrolls, you have no fragments for them, you're going to have almost no Shino coins. Really, guys, focus on getting your SR speed up, or focus on getting your Rs and URs up, and get that account rank up more than anything. That's my advice to you. And the reason why I say this as well is because eventually you're going to get into a character that you really want, and they're going to come up with a double fragment summon, and that's when you want to start pulling, because you'll pull better characters and more fragments from there, right? So that's my advice to you on that one. Anyone who's joined my server, guys, I apologize to not welcome you in person. I'm still going through this. I will do that when I'm done this, so I apologize again. So thank you for the members who recently signed up. Just want to quickly give a shout out to all you members. Much love. I love you guys for supporting me, and I will support you back with as much knowledge as I can give you. Anybody who's wondering about the membership plan, it's on the new videos. There's a join button. Click on it. You can see it. Watch the membership video. It explains what you're going to get. I've got some of the top players in there. Again, thank you to the members. Phantom, Adib, everyone else who joined, you know who you are, Dio, I've got Sean from Mythic, so thank you again. So besides that, let's keep going. I have 4-star Black Heavy Primal. Yes, he's really good. He's absolutely really good. Oh, Reaper. Okay, yeah, in that case, absolutely. Yeah, man, for sure. Definitely spend it. So I went over the blessings. I think it's like 12, 13, 14, 15 are like must-haves. I think there's like a 10 and an 8 that's also really good as well too. I went through it in one of my videos. I think it was either the new player's guide or the FAQ video. Check that out, and it tells you exactly which blessings are worth having. But absolutely get it. Yeah, Primal, it's a subscription-based Discord now, so I get so many DMs a day. I've made my own Discords for people who are willing to support the channel and the cause of growth, and I'm giving you my time through that to answer and deep dive with you in your team building and in your roster. And I've got like people like Blue and stuff on that server, Shanks, Fluff, and a ton of other top players there who are willing to help out. So it's there to just kind of grow the channel, grow the community, as well as give me a little bit of incentive and support to continue doing this work, right? So Marvin, yeah, 10-10. Let's see where. Okay, I'm still going through this. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading through these. Later, Fatui, man. Have a good one. Hope this session helped you out some extent. Server 14, Leo, has been out for a while. Yeah, like 7 months, like Gik is saying. I would, if you're brand new, start on server 24, 25, 23, 22. One of the 20s, essentially. Do fragment summons guarantee a UR? No, they do not. So the fragment summons, guys, the way that works is it takes away the entire pool of URs and only leaves 2. So when you're pulling them, you can only choose one of the 2 URs when they pop. So you don't have the pool of like 20 URs, you only have 2. So you have a better chance of pulling one of the 2 features, but it gives you double the fragments as well. So instead of pulling like 20, you'll get 40, right? So if you have dupes, for example. And yes, the raid is better. Thank you, Adib. I appreciate you saying that. So Bilal, you just literally go to any of my videos, you click on the join button, and it'll tell you exactly what you do there. Phantom, can you help Bilal go through how to join and stuff? Like, it's pretty straightforward. No, it's not still. It's still not, unfortunately. So I was actually saying this. Running a full Akatsuki will be viable probably when they're all done, the new versions, but right now, still not. Unfortunately. There's just too many bad versions out there. Oh, it only works on PC. Ah, okay. See, I didn't know that. That's really weird, because it works on my mobile. What's going on, Senran? Alright guys, so that pretty much covers ATB as a whole. Does anybody have any questions about anything else? Arena, FG, Abyss, characters, you name it, I'm here. I'll stick around for another, let's say, 25 minutes. We'll hit 2 hours here. I'm kind of parched, I need some water. But yeah, what I'll do, guys, I'm going to go run and grab some water so I can keep talking. Because, you know, I love to do that, obviously. But think of any questions you guys have, toss it in there. Oh, I'll get back to you on that. That's a good question. Give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry I'm back here. What do you think about how to get better at NWT? Okay, so Canon, we're actually doing some testing here. AJ Friday, shout out to him from ISC. He's doing some testing to see if you can have lower end teams with faster speed and if you'll fight easier opponents to get more points. So we'll get back to you on that. But the suggestion for NWT is always have a tank, always have a stunner, always have a nuke. That's kind of the order here. Make sure that you can throw in a tribe here and there for good tribes, especially if you're faster than your opponent, because it gives more points. So that's the key to NWT. Oh, thank you, Philip. I appreciate it. So for Philip, thank you for saying that about my logo. Everything, guys, I do for thumbnails, logos, and all that, that's not me. That's my boy MRN. Huge love, mad love to him. If you guys don't know MRN, he's the leader of ISC and also one of the mods for Voltage Discord and Reddit and the one of the mods for the main tribes Discord as well too. One of the most humble, amazing guys out there. So MRN deserves all the love in the world. Not only that, he's a hell of a player, and at the same time, the man is going to be starting his own service most likely for thumbnails. So if you guys are looking for work, I'll be promoting him for sure. But he's actually the one that got me into YouTube by just asking me to do it for the Alliance. And you know, Bob's your uncle from there. He pretty much got me going, and he still supports me to this day for my thumbnail. So all the titles are from me, all the witty sayings are from me, but he does all the actual artwork. So if you want to show MRN love, please show him love. He deserves it, and he's sleeping right now because he's in Belgium, but he deserves the credit. All right, where are we at here? Thanks, Primal. I appreciate the sub, man. Take a look at the rest of the content. I have a section for guides. I've done every guide in Tribes. I think I've got 100% of the game covered. So. So not me again, unfortunately not. You have to wait till it times out. So that's the worst part of this game is those boxes. So you'll have to unfortunately wait. Can I play Voltage? Okay, so here's the thing about Voltage. I covered Voltage for a little while. I did play for a little while. It's too grindy for me, guys. Like, I had Kankuro fully maxed out, like everything, all of his ultimates maxed out. I had like Madara maxed out. I had the new Sasuke maxed out, the Rinnegan Sasuke at that point, but I stopped. Can I update the Excel spreadsheet? Bilal, I wish I could, bro. I don't have the time, man. I'm sorry. So I actually gave it to Dash, who was supposed to keep up with it. You know what I'll do? For those who don't know the spreadsheet, I created a spreadsheet a long time ago, and it was to cover all characters and their list and their vitalities and everything to help everyone out. I just don't have the time right now. I've got a baby. I've got a wife who's gone back to work. I'm writing a book. I've got a lot of things on the go. So I'll do my best to update it when I can, but Dash was supposed to do it. I'll talk to Dash, but I think he started it. So I got 4-star, sorry Kaino, I got 4-star UR sorcery and have enough orbs to awaken him. Should I do it? So Kaino, leave him at 4 for now. Let's see what the next banner is going to be, and if you don't, if you have enough orbs, like orbs as in you have enough UR orbs, if you're talking about UR orbs, don't use it yet. Okay, hold on to them. Marvin, I pulled a 4-star Chio. Should I invest in her? Honestly, Marvin, Chio's much better now. She's good for healing if you have her in the first slot. She's decent for nuking. She does speed down, so the opponents you're fighting, if their speed is a lot higher than yours and you don't need a healer, I say don't invest in her, but she's not bad. So I would hold off though, because she's not a new power creep unit. So hold off, use her as a link bonus right now. Zenran, have you seen the video that I posted for that? I gave a kill order. Maybe that'll help you. Yeah, Primal, I do actually. If you look at there's a buffs and debuffs versus status effects video, and there is a Ding Ding Schools In all about stats video. You can find them both under guides. So look under my guides playlist, Primal, and you can find everything there in terms of Ninja Tribes terms. I go through all of them. Canon, the only way to get Awakening Orbs is buying it through the Blessing, hitting S rank and NWT, doing the free-to-play character ones where you can vie to get more Awakening Orbs than you can character frags, and this exact event, ATB. These are the only ways, unfortunately, to get them. Oh, I already have a book out. If you guys want to search it, I can write it out here. This is part 2 of the book. I just never got around to writing it because my baby was born. But here, I'll write it out for you. If you guys search that right there, you can actually see a picture of me as well. There's about the author. So you guys can get all that information on me. But that's my book on Amazon. It's been out for about 2 years. I think I've sold about like 4,000 or 5,000 copies of it. It did really well. Geek, I don't use them. Honestly, I use him for arena. That's it. But I never really cared about using him that much. Bilal, if you join up the if you join up the membership thing, we can stream together and I'll help you get past 69. That's funny. I just said past 69. I'll help you with 69. How does that sound, right? We'll work on getting you past it if you get onto there. But that's the only place I'm doing stuff like that, unfortunately. Primal, the only way to do it is if you go. So there are 4 stamina bonuses every day. They're timed every day the same time. You have to log in, and when you have an hour window to collect it, it'll say stamina bonus where the stamina is. You just click on that and you collect it. If you sign up to the main Discord, all my old videos have the link to it. You can actually go to the reaction roll a part of Discord and apply to it, and it'll send you a ding every time the stamina is available. So you can collect it 4 times a day. Each time is 60 stamina. Is there a way for level 7-8 to outcompete higher levels for power ranking? Unfortunately not. It's insane, the diff. So here's the thing. This kind of sucked because do Awakening Orbs help a lot for power ranking? They do help a lot. You won't outrank though anyone who's like, let's say anyone who's level 85 and you're 78, unless you're pouring at least 5 orbs, you're not winning that power ranking. Unfortunately, it's insane the difference in tier and in levels. Sasori is horrible, by the way, Marvin. The old Sasori is horrible. The new Sasori is really good. Yeah, sure, I can tell you about power ranking. So the way power ranking works, guys, yes, save your coins. God, save your coins, Alex. Trust me, bro. Don't spend those. Save them for sure. You don't need this banner. Yeah, okay. So power ranking. So you guys want to know about it? So my boy Classy NXB, who's also one of the mods in Discord, also created a video on power ranking, a really good one. So I really highly suggest watching that. So shout out to him. I don't know if he's on here right now, but definitely check out his channel. He's just starting off, and he was inspired to make a channel. He's doing a great job. But power ranking, the way it works, guys, there's only certain things that affect it. So let me go into the game. Sorry, bear with me here. So I'll show you guys the power ranking methods. So this is how it works. So power ranking is determined by a few things. I'm just gonna actually here. Let's go to power for a sec. Let's go back. Shinobi. So let's go with heavy, okay? So here's how power ranking is affected. First off, your awakening, your actual awakens will affect it. Your level will affect it. Your stats, of course, will affect it. Your link bonuses will affect it. So these are very important. Link bonuses are very, very important, guys. So if you guys are missing them, you're not going to win. That's just pretty much the gist of it. If you're missing this, you probably are not going to win it anyways. What else affects it? So your tier affects it. Tier 17 is where I'm going as the highest. That 100% affects it. Your skills, which give you power, will affect it. Your gear will affect it, as well as the awakening will affect it. Your scrolls and talismans plus their awakening will affect it. Okay? How have I not finished this? Sorry, guys. One sec. There. Bam, done. And your vitality right here will affect it. Only this specific one for power ranking. Everything else will not affect it. Actually, that's not true. Limit breaks will affect it. Right here. Getting these limit breaks up and getting these limit breaks up will affect it. What does not affect it? I'll show you. So all of this here, your shrines, all of this stuff that you have will not affect it. None of this is going to matter. Okay? So this is only for your actual account, and it obviously serves its purpose. It's for events and stuff, so it makes your account better. And your Gamma prayers. None of this will be affected. Okay? So none of these are going to affect that at all. So it's pure power into your character. Awakening orbs, I believe, will give you about 500 to 1,000 power more. A tier will give you close to like 2k at tier 17. So this is what I mean by awakening orbs don't necessarily mean you're going to win. Oops, sorry guys. Let's go back to the questions. Radiation, I covered this in my marketplace video. I would spend alliance coins on elixirs and turn them on Gamma. That's me. That's my opinion. Now the thing is, if you like tribes though, and you want to use Akatsuki tribes in Abyss, for example, then spend them on the tribe orbs to get them better. But I use it on Gamma coins. I'm not a fan of tribes. JJass, they're usually given about 2 days before the actual thing. I go by fives, Canon, for mine personally. I go by fives because you have more control over what you get, and so if you do the 50s, you can get all negatives, and that's pointless to me. So I go by fives. It takes longer, but it's more efficient, I find. Yes, sir, Geka. That's a good rainbow to start with, bro. I'm actually aiming for it as well. I'm not aiming for the rainbow. I'm aiming to get as high as possible with this brand new one. So. All right, guys, we're closing in to the. I think actually I'm already past the time. I'd say I stick around. Sorry, what about the frames? I've got, let's say, 5 more minutes, guys. Sorry, I'm closing into the 2 hours almost here. I'm impressed that I went this long. So one thing I will say, I will do my best. What levels should you be hitting 200k team power? For free-to-play player, honestly, close to like the top 50, 60s. If I remember. No, you know what? I should take that back. Yeah, no, maybe around that. Top 50s, like 55, 56. I think. It's been so long, man. It's really hard to say. I'll leave you guys on silence if you want. T Sasuke or D Gaara 5? Hold off on both, Bilal. Honestly, bro. Definitely don't get Gaara 5, but hold off. Yes, still do the event, Alex. 100% do the event. You still get resources. Or ranking do you need to be get frames? Oh, it's top 100, I believe. So first, second, third get a specific one, and I think 4 to something get one, and then from there it's. I think you can actually check here. I'll show you. Let me go into it. If we go to the event section here, and you go to where are you? Here you go. There you go. Top 50. Sorry, top 50. Get it. So there you go. Those are the numbers there. You get that, Sanjita? You can see it on my screen, I'm assuming. Yeah, so if radiation, if you don't use it, then definitely go with the Gamma coins. If you're trying to fill up your Gamma, which I highly recommend, because I think finishing one whole Gamma section is like 10 to 15k power. It's something ridiculous. So it definitely is worth it. Or sorry, finishing them all, I'd say. Well, not all of them. Maybe one of them. So I'd have to check again. But it's pretty insane how much you get. The only ones that are good for PvE right now are the Datara ones. I'll show you guys which ones. Let's go to team, tribes. So there are only a few that are good. And specifically, these two are the best ones for PvE. This is called the 6-man strat. And I think Blue, shout out to him. I think he kind of came up with it. But here we go. Let me go. They're like at the bottom, I think, or something. Here we go. This one here. So this one boosts all allies damage increase rate by 55%. This is level 1, by the way. You can get almost to like 70, 80, 90%. I think something crazy if you go high enough. So boost all allies damage increase rate by 55% and increases all your chakra by 5,000 and reduces the chakra of the enemy by 4,200. So this is clutch in a lot of Abyss and ATB style events. But the problem with ATB is you have 7 churns, so you're missing a whole churn of damage. So I tested this. Co-op still works better in ATB. You can see the testing done on the last video, the last ATB, sorry, but in Abyss, this is key. And the next one is this one here. So this boosts all allies crit rate by 55% and crit damage rate by 55% and boosts all allies status effect rate by 5%, which means you'll be doing more stuns, burns, etc. So these two guys right here are the best ones. And remember, you can replace Sasori, sorry, not Sasori, you can replace Conan with Pain or Pain with Conan. They're interchangeable there. But those are the two best ones. I don't like the Kakazu Hidan one, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of it. It's too much of a defensive with mixed with an offense. The two I mentioned are the best ones. No, it's not built. It's not worth it, Soul. Don't build Rock Lee. Alright, folks. 1 minute and counting. So real quick, I'm just going to plug this anyways. If anyone is looking for personal help from some of the top players, including myself, my new Discord is up. Remember that you can join on the join button. It is a monthly cost. It's a very minimal amount, but it is my time, and I'm trying to help the community build while making myself a little bit of cash so I can support this habit of mine or hobby of mine. So just remember, if you guys are looking for personalized help, that's where I'm going. You can still get a hold of me through my comments. I will still always answer every single one of you like I always have been. You can still get a hold of me on Discord. I just don't do personalized stuff, and I never have, really. No problem, Cannon. Have a good one, bro. Take care. You too, Bilal. So, Elias, if you want to know the best SR characters and R characters, I actually have a video that's fairly old but still valid. It's called the F2P units F2P units under my guide section. So if you go to my guide section, look for that specifically, and it'll tell you every single SR and R unit to invest in. And it's a still valid list, so nothing changes. Or alternatively, you can go to my tier list that I made like last week or so. The tier list covers every single character. So Elias Varner, that's for you specifically for your question. Marvin, will LB3 ever come out? Honestly, bro, I think it will probably end of year. I'm thinking New Year maybe, and I don't see. The thing is, I had this theory about LBs, right? LB1 was stats, LB2 was trait. I think LB3. Hey, Adib, good night, bro. Thank you again for the support, man. I really appreciate you. Have a great night. LB3 I think is going to be stats as well. I think LB4 will be second skill, and then LB5 is stats, and then LB6 will be Jitsu. So I have a theory that LB3 is only going to be stats again. Again, pure theory. I'm just going by training and how this game has been created, but it's just a guess. So I think next year though. I don't see. I see them. Yeah, have a good one, bro. Take care. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'm also out. So a minute left. I'll take couple more questions if you guys have them. If not, should I build Hinata? How? So what level are you? Let's answer that question. That'll probably help me a lot more. If you're like a brand new character soul, like a brand new player, then go for it. Because she'll serve you quite a bit for a long time and she's easy to farm. But if you're a veteran player, absolutely not. So Elias, limit breaks 54. Yeah, I mean you can build Hinata. You can if you want to, but don't put too many resources. There's too many other good characters coming out soon. So I would maybe even hold off. In terms of Elias' question, what is limit break? So limit break, Elias, is when you break limit 1, it increases your stats, including your speed, your crit rate, and other stats, your attack, your defense, and HP. If you go to limit break 2 and you break that limit, which you can do I think at 60 something, you actually get a brand new description in your trait. So traits are the 4th skill on your shinobi. It adds another effect to that skill. So you can actually read what the effect is by clicking on the button that says view list, and you can see what that limit break 2 is. Alright guys, that's it for me. I've done almost 2 hours worth of talking. Thank you so much for jumping on. I hope this helped a lot of people with ATB and other subjects. Yes, good luck, bro. Good luck with the frame. A lot of people do care about it. I personally don't, but hey, if you're looking for one, put work in. My suggestion to you, honestly, bro, is save resources and get your level up. Thank you. Appreciate the support, man. You guys have a wonderful night. Good luck tomorrow, everybody, with ATB. I will do my best to stream live again if I can on the actual fights. I am taking care of my baby full-time this week. My wife is back at work, so I am daddy daycare, so I may not have the time to do it, but I will definitely bring out the SR Naruto showcase tomorrow. Yeah, that's okay. Everyone's going down because people are going, it's late. I don't mind about the viewers. Not a big deal for me. Just happy I can help you guys. All right, so everybody have a wonderful night. We'll talk soon. And yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment sections and check out the playlists that I have out there for the guides. They will help you a ton, including the live event that I did for the last ATB. If you want to see what it's like, you guys can look at it there. I do a whole ISE versus Datara run last time it happened. So you guys can dissect the video and see how we went about beating him, as well as the rewards that came along with it. So definitely check it out, guys. All right, guys, this is Payne. Have a wonderful night. We'll talk soon. Take care. Thank you again.